Hello and welcome to All Things Nitty's Crochet channel. This week's stitch is the Fancy Grandma stitch. If you did last week's stitch, the Grandfather stitch, you'll really love this one as well. It's very similar, but it's also very different, and I'll show you what I mean. But it does give you this beautiful 3D effect. I'm going to stretch it out and just let you see the detail. So this is the back side of the work. It's completely reversible. It leaves you with these beautiful little kind of boxes. So it's made up of 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then a front post single crochet all the way across. So it's a 1 pattern, 1 row repeat. So let's get started. You will need some yarn. That yarn that I was using is Sirdar Snuggly, and the code is Hazel 0177. As always, links will be in the description box below. If you're on mobile, the way to see the description box is see if you once you highlight it, once you press on it, click the title, the big bold title, and it will bring up all that information. So your multiple for this pattern is multiples of 4. Okay, so we'll begin in the second chain from our hook, and we will begin with a double crochet, which is a US term. So yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through the first loop. You have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, then yarn over, pull through the first 2. Now I'm just going to show you that one more time. Yarn over your hook, go into the chain, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so then we chain 2, 1, 2, and then into the same chain where we made the 2 double crochets. For the foundation row, we're just going to single crochet into the same chain. You're going to skip 2, so skip 1, 2, and into the third stitch you're going to repeat. So it's 2 US double crochets. So it's pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert, and through 2, through 2. Chain 2, and a single crochet into the same stitch. Now I'm just going to show you that one more time, and then you can finish the row. And then for the rest of the video, you'll know how to do a double crochet, so I don't need to keep going over it. So skip 2 into the third, 2 US double crochets, chain 2, and a single crochet into the same stitch. Okay, so repeat that all across the row. Skip 2, and in the third, work your pattern. You'll be left with 2 stitches. Stop there, and I'll show you how you end your foundation row. Okay, so you're going to skip 1, and in the very last stitch, you're going to work a double crochet. So double crochet into the last stitch. Okay, so now we're beginning the pattern row, and this is the row you're just going to keep repeating. At the end of the row, chain 1 and turn your work. Now, we begin our work in this very first stitch here with a single crochet. So, work your single crochet. Now, into the chain 2 space. So, this pattern will not work if you forget your chain 2. If you get to even here and you realise, oh no, I never done a chain 2, you will have to take it out, unfortunately. Otherwise, because that's where we're going to be working into. So, you've done your single crochet. Into the chain 2 space, you're going to work 2 double crochets. You're then going to chain 2. And here's our 2 double crochets from the row below. Into the first post, we're going to work a front post single crochet. So I'll show you that. So to do a front post, if you haven't done it before, I have got other videos, but I will just quickly show you it again. So we're not going into a stitch or anything. We're going to go through the stitch and behind it. So your work should look like this. So once you're through or behind the post, you're going to work a normal single crochet. Okay, now we're going to jump straight over. So you've done a front post single. We're now going to skip everything here and jump straight over to your next chain 2 space and repeat. So once you've done your front post single, jump all the way over here and work 2 double crochet. You'll then chain 2 and work your front post single. So you go behind that post like so, yarn over, pull through behind the post, you'll have 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Straight over to your next chain 2 space. You don't chain anything between your little pattern. You don't chain anything. So front post single, straight over to your next pattern, work 2 double crochet, chain 2, always remember your chain 2, and a front post single. Now, continue doing that all the way across the row, but stop when you've got a full little cluster like this left. Stop there, because the end of the row, I'll show you the end of the row. So stop when you've got one left. Okay, so you're on to your last cluster. You've done your front post single. Jump over to your chain 2 space. Work 2 double crochet. Chain 2. Work your front post single crochet. And this is the important part, okay? So once you work your front post single, your ending double crochet is going to be coming right. You're going to skip a full row to work your single crochet. Your double crochet, and that leaves you with a perfectly straight edge at both sides. So this works great for a scarf. Okay, so you've done your last cluster. You're going to work a double crochet right into the very bottom here, but you have to pull it up tall. So yarn over, go down to the stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop up. So it's quite a long stitch until your crochet hook can sit flat across the top of your work. You'll know you've done it right. So yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so to start your pattern row repeat again, you chain 1, and I'll show you the first and last as always. Single crochet, straight over to your chain 2 space, work 2 double crochet. You're going to chain 2 and work your front post single crochet. Jump straight over here, work your 2 double crochet, chain 2, front post single, all the way across, and again stop here, and I'll just show you how you end the pattern row one more time. Okay, so we've come to the last cluster. Work to front post single here, jump straight over, 2 double crochet, you're then going to chain 2, work your front post single crochet, and here's the double crochet. So usually you would think you would work into the last stitch here, but as you can see, we've got a big gap here that would leave you with a big hole. So yarn over, you're going to come all the way down to your last double crochet, which is a way down here, into that very last double crochet. You're going to work a really tall double crochet, and that keeps you with a lovely straight edge onto your pattern. Okay, so I'll show you on this cotton. I used the correct size hook, and it's so light and it's beautiful. It's a little bit hard to see, excuse me. No, it's about just a little bit. the pattern. As you can see, that obviously I'm using some really chunky yarn and a larger hook, but you can see that it leaves you with these kind of diagonal in a box kind of shape, but it's really pretty. So that was the fancy grandma stitch. If you enjoyed that video, please share the video, like the video. You can always hit that super thanks to support the channel. Like I say, all the links and the timestamps for this pattern will be in the description box below. If you're on mobile, click the bold title, so where it says the Fancy Grandma Stitch Crochet Tutorial, and there's more and 3 little dots, click that and it will open up a full description box, and that's where everything is. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.